Now, a topic of discussion for this particular lecture would be, as you are seeing here, so we are kind of seeing the similarity and the differences in the office of president and governor on two grounds. One is the protection of president and governor, and about which you have already done in the right to equality, fundamental rights when we were doing. If you remember, we have seen certain exceptions to fundamental rights then. अब जब आपने फंडामेंटल राइट्स टू इक्वालिटी करा, सो वी ऑल्सो सॉ अ सेक्शन ऑन एक्सेप्शंस टू फंडामेंटल राइट्स टू इक्वालिटी. वहीं पे ये टॉपिक आया था, बट देयर इट वाज जस्ट अ रेफरेंस इन द इक्वालिटी कॉन्टेक्स्ट. नाउ विल सी वेयर इट इज एक्चुअली गिवन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड व्हाट आर द डिटेल्स अबाउट इट. द अदर थिंग विल सी what does the constitution say about discharge of functions in the case of any contingency, if any emergency is there, how the president and how the governor is supposed to be doing. So these two small, and this will be not be a very lengthy video because these are smaller topics we have to do. We have already covered all the other office related to the details of all the other details related to the office of president and governor. From next set of videos we'll only be doing the powers and the functions, comparing and contrasting. Okay, moving ahead, first when we see the protection of president and governors and Raj Pramukhs. Now notice something here. Whatever we have been doing till now has been given in different parts and different articles of the constitution, and they were given one after the other. But this is not in that part of union executive or state executive. ये अलग है, ठीक है. ये अलग से एक आर्टिकल दिया हुआ है 361, and if you are noticing, it is given in part 19 and it is titled as miscellaneous. So there are many miscellaneous things given in this particular article, one of which is this one also. So our concern would be now to see that what they have talked about, how the president governor are going to get the protection. Now, as far as this Raj Pramukh is concerned, that is also about Raj ka Pramukh, the head of the state in that sense. So this term has been removed from all these other clauses, number 2, number 3, number 4. If you notice, this asterisk, whatever you are seeing, this also contained the word Raj Pramukh earlier, क्योंकि colonial time के हिसाब से रखा गया था, but उसको हटा दिया गया. First clause में वो अभी भी है, but for us that is not our concern. हमारा focus will only be on the two words of president and governor and seeing that how they are protected. So the first thing you will definitely remember is the article in which it is given. So it is given in article 361. It is part 19. It is titled as miscellaneous, and I have told you that we have seen this in exception to fundamental right of equality. If you want, you can revisit your book also, Lakshmikant mein bhi diya hua hai, or the lectures. Now let's see. The first clause क्या कहता है? President or the governor. I am for the time being eliminated Raj Pramukh, हमारे concern का नहीं है. President or governor shall not be, now focus on the keywords here, not be answerable to any court. It is not Supreme Court or High Court only. It is about not being answerable to any court for the exercise and performance of the powers and duties of his office. So if the president or the governor is performing or exercising any function with respect to the powers they have got or the duties they have got from their office of president or governor, or even if they do any act or any act which is intended to be done by the person in exercise and performance of those powers and duties. So basically any power exercised, any duty done, or any act done in relation to that power or duty. In that case, the president or the governor will not be answerable to any court. ठीक है, that is the first thing you will remember. लेकिन इसमें एक exception है. Exception क्या है? Provided that the conduct of the president may be brought under review by any court. So this is an exception to इसी आर्टिकल का क्लॉज 1 का ये एक एक्सेप्शन है. प्रेसिडेंट के लिए एक्सेप्शन है जहाँ बोला जाता है कि उनके एक्टिविटीज़ को रिव्यू किया जा सकता है बाय एनी कोर्ट, ट्राइब्यूनल और एनी अदर सच बॉडी विच इज़ अपॉइंटेड और डेजिग्नेटेड फॉर दिस पर्पस बाय ईदर हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट for the investigation of charges under Article 61. What was Article 61? I hope you guys remember. It was about the process of impeachment. We have done in one video. वेरी फ्यू पीपल हैव वॉच्ड इट, आई रेकमेंड प्लीज़ डू दैट. हमने काफ़ी डिटेल में उस प्रोसेस को समझा है, टाइप्स ऑफ मेजॉरिटी देखा है, हाउ द प्रोसेस हैपन्स, वी हैव सीन व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस एट्सेट्रा. Because in that case, if there is a charge put for the president or against the president, basically charging against the president for removal, then the president gets an opportunity to represent himself or herself. In that case, definitely that act will be brought before the court. तभी तो वो charges आगे investigate होंगे. So in other manner, any other power and function and duty performed by president or governor will not be answerable to any court except अंडर आर्टिकल 61 जो इम्पीचमेंट ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट का अगर कोई रेजोल्यूशन पास होता है या इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाता है, उसको यहाँ पर कोई प्रोटेक्शन नहीं मिलेगी. दैट इज़ एन एक्सेप्शन. द अदर एक्सेप्शन ऑल्सो इज अबाउट provided further that nothing in this clause shall be construed as restricting the right of any person to bring appropriate proceedings against either government of India or state. So this is another exception which says that if, despite of the idea that okay, president and governor are getting the protection, lekin this will not bar any other citizen or any rather person to restrict them if they want to bring any proceeding against government of India or state. गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ अगर कुछ ऐसा गलत हो रहा है और वो प्रोसीडिंग को सामने लाना ज़रूरी है, अप्रोप्रिएट प्रोसीडिंग्स, दैट कुड बी डन, दैट इज़ नॉट प्रोटेक्टेड. अदरवाइज प्रेसिडेंट एंड गवर्नर के जो भी एक्टिविटीज़ रहेंगे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द ऑफिस दे आर होल्डिंग, दैट इज़ ओकेश, दैट इज़ अलाउड हियर. So that is one clause. Second clause क्या कहता है? No criminal proceeding. The second clause is about the criminal matters, criminal proceeding, not the civils. So criminal proceeding की बात करें, no criminal proceeding whatsoever, whatever it is, shall be instituted or continued against the president or governor in any court during his term. So we are not talking right now here about after term or before term. We are talking about during the term of office, no criminal proceeding will be instituted. थर्ड इज कोई क्रिमिनल प्रोसीडिंग नहीं होगा तो उससे रिलेटेड एक्शंस भी नहीं होंगे. सो नो अरेस्ट और नो इम्प्रिजनमेंट ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट और गवर्नर विल हैपन एंड इट विल नॉट बी इशूड फ्रॉम एनी कोर्ट ड्यूरिंग हिज टर्म ऑफ ऑफिस. सो क्रिमिनल प्रोसीडिंग्स भी नहीं होने हैं और उनसे रिलेटेड जो भी आपकी अरेस्ट या इम्प्रिजनमेंट की बात है ड्यूरिंग द ऑफिस टर्म, वो नहीं होगा. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द सिविल proceedings then? So no civil proceeding. Now this is slightly lengthier and might be confusing for some. So just focus on, we'll break it into parts and understand. Criminal method, it's very clear that till the time the person is holding the office. During the term of office, no criminal proceeding, whatever is the case. And no arrest, no imprisonment. ठीक है, very very clear. But civil proceedings के case में, no civil proceedings in which relief is claimed against president or governor shall be instituted during the office term in any court with respect to any act done or purporting to be done by him in the personal capacity. So even if the person, while the person is in office, have done any personal issue, like if any personal capacity में उन्होंने सिर्फ not the by the virtue of the office but any personal matter also, but no civil proceeding would be done whether before or after he entered upon his office as president or governor. So either he entered the office before entering the office anything was done, or after entering office anything was done, but no civil proceeding will be done until the expiration of 2 months. Next after notice in writing has been delivered. In shorter, or let's say in other words, what it actually says is that 2 months notice can be given. Like if criminal proceeding तो करनी ही नहीं है, ठीक है, this is not to be done. But if civil proceeding has to done, so at least 2 month का नोटिस जो है वो प्रेसिडेंट या गवर्नर को दिया जाएगा that against you any kind of charges are there and we are going to continue with that. तो 2 महीने के नोटिस के अंदर within 2 months you cannot initiate any charge, no proceeding, but 2 months notice के बाद it can be done as the case may be or left at his office. So the notice has to be given in writing to the president or governor, or notice can be left at the office also, and the entire details would be put in that. What is going to be the nature of proceeding, what is going to be the cause of action, the name of the person, description, place of residence, all of those details जो है वो उसमें दिए रहेंगे. So this is what you have to remember. Within 2 months of coming to office, 2 महीने तक कोई चार्जेस जो हैं वो सिविल प्रोसीडिंग्स के मामले में नहीं लग सकते हैं, इवन इफ समथिंग इज़ डन इन पर्सनल कैपेसिटी, ठीक है। लेकिन 2 महीने के बाद उस चीज़ को किया जा सकता है। एंड ऑफ कोर्स द डिटेल्स इन द नोटिस हैज़ टू बी गिवन, अ रिटन नोटिस नीड्स टू बी सर्व टू द president or the governor about it. These are the protections which are given to the president and the governor by the constitution itself. I hope that is very very clear to you, and please refer this exception wala part now, so you will be able to relate it very clearly. Chaliye, so we have done the first part. The second part says very smaller, discharge of functions in the contingencies. तो किसी भी तरीके का अगर इमरजेंसी होता है तो कॉन्टिजेंसी है, उस केस में प्रेसिडेंट फंक्शन एंड गवर्नर के फंक्शन का क्या होगा. अगेन दिस इज गिवन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इटसेल्फ. As you can see here, this is in continuation of what the earlier articles we were doing for both of them. So for president you have article number 70, and for governor you have article number 160. So that we compare, I have given it at one place only. This is a smaller thing only, इतना ही दिया हुआ है. और the first thing you have to notice, जब यहाँ पे प्रेसिडेंट की कंटिजेंसी की बात हो रही है, लाइक इन अदर कंटिजेंसीज जो कि मान लीजिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं है, तो प्रेसिडेंट का फंक्शन क्या होगा. पार्लियामेंट, यहाँ पे कीवर्ड क्या है, पार्लियामेंट may make such provisions as it thinks fit for the discharge of the functions of president in any contingency not provided for in this chapter. Now understand, in the chapter जो हमने, एक तो पार्ट था, पार्ट के अंदर में एक चैप्टर था यूनियन एग्जीक्यूटिव को लेके, उसी तरह एक और पार्ट था, उसके अंदर एक चैप्टर था स्टेट एग्जीक्यूटिव को लेके. सो वी हैव सीन कि ठीक है, यहाँ हमने प्रेसिडेंट देखा, यहाँ हमने गवर्नर देखा, एंड देर आर मेनी सिचुएशंस वेर इट इज़ गिवन कि अच्छा इफ़ दिस विल बी happening then the president will act like this, if this will happen governor will act like this, all of that is given. But let's say if certain situation come, any kind of emergency or contingency come which is not given in these chapters, then what will be the function, because it is not prescribed in the constitution. Then for president that function will be declared by the parliament, ठीक है, those provisions will be made by the parliament. But for governor those provisions will be made by the president. This is the difference that you have to remember. So the president may make such provision as he thinks fit for the discharge of function of governor in any contingency not provided in this chapter. क्योंकि president से ऊपर कोई है नहीं state में, तो फिर parliament के पास हमको जाना पड़ेगा. But governor के केस में appointment happens by president only, तो governor के केस में this work is done by the president. This is, if you what you remember, you are sorted with this topic. So this was as small as it is. Now from the next class we'll start discussing about the power comparison, executive, legislative, financial, judicial, etc. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care till then. Bye bye.